The BET Awards were supposed to be a night of celebration, glitz, and black excellence, but no one expected the chaos that would follow. What was meant to be an evening of joy turned into a nightmare, and now, Claressa Shields, Olympic gold medalist, world champion boxer, and a symbol of strength, is lying in a hospital ICU bed after what sources are calling one of the most disturbing altercations ever caught on a BET backstage security camera. And at the center of the chaos? None other than rapper Remy Ma. Whispers of tension between Claressa and Remy had been bubbling under the surface for weeks, maybe even months, but it was easy to dismiss them as tabloid gossip. That is, until now. On the surface, their worlds seemed entirely separate. Remy Ma, the fierce and outspoken queen of Bronx rap, and Claressa Shields, the calm, powerful athlete with discipline etched into every word she spoke. But something had been simmering quietly, and the BET Awards became the boiling point. Claressa had arrived on the red carpet radiant, smiling, posing, and proudly representing the athletic world. She had just come off a media tour and was being honored with a special mention during the awards for her contributions to women's sports. Meanwhile, Remy Ma was also set to perform and present an award. Both women were scheduled to be in close proximity backstage, and according to an insider, it felt tense from the start. What exactly set things off remains a mystery, but eyewitnesses say it started with a passing comment. Claressa, known to be respectful and collected, allegedly made a sharp remark toward Remy, something about her recent controversies, possibly even a jab at Remy's husband, Papoose. It wasn't loud, but enough for Remy to hear. Remy didn't take it lightly, a backstage source said. She turned around immediately and got in Claressa's face. The confrontation escalated quickly. Witnesses described Remy and Claressa standing chest to chest. There wasn't yelling at first, just tight, heated words. But it was clear something deeper was being unearthed. Old feelings, buried disrespect, or maybe just pride clashing with pride. At one point, someone tried to step in between them but was brushed off. There was so much ego in that space, it was like nobody wanted to back down, said a production assistant who saw it unfold. For a moment, it looked like they might walk away. Claressa turned to leave. But Remy allegedly called after her, something cutting, something personal. Claressa stopped mid-step and turned back, her face pale with disbelief. And then it all went dark. Later that night, around 9:43 p.m., Claressa was seen walking near the artist lounge when the unthinkable happened. A loud crash echoed backstage. Staff rushed to the area, and there, lying motionless on the floor, was Claressa. She wasn't moving. Her body appeared limp, one shoe off, and blood trailing from a cut near her eye. The first person to reach her was a stage manager, who immediately radioed for medics. In the background, chaos broke loose. Shouting, panic, and then the unmistakable sound of someone sobbing. Security cleared the area as BET executives scrambled to control the fallout. Within minutes, paramedics had arrived and rushed Claressa to a nearby hospital. She was unresponsive, but breathing. Meanwhile, Remy Ma was nowhere to be seen. According to reports, she was escorted out of the building by her private security detail just moments after Claressa hit the ground. Some claimed she was crying. Others said she looked angry. One witness stated, "She didn't say a word, just kept walking like she knew what was coming." As the news broke, social media lit up like wildfire. What happened to Claressa? Trended within minutes. Conflicting stories began to swirl. Some said she fainted. Others claimed there was a fight. But then, less than 24 hours later, a grainy security cam clip was leaked. The footage was only 17 seconds long, but it was enough to flip everything upside down. In the video, two women can be seen arguing near the lounge entrance. It's blurry, but body language is clear. One woman, believed to be Claressa, gestures sharply, then turns to leave. The other woman rushes forward and swings. Claressa falls instantly. The way she hit the ground looked violent, her head snapping back against the tiled floor. The video spread like wildfire across platforms. Fans, journalists, and celebrities were horrified. It didn't matter that faces were hard to see. The internet had already made up its mind. Remy Ma was being accused of launching a physical attack that left a champion fighter in the hospital. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Claressa, who had spent years in the ring defending herself, was taken down in a place that should have felt safe. Claressa's team issued a statement shortly after. Miss Shields is in stable condition in the ICU and receiving treatment for a concussion and multiple facial fractures. We ask for privacy and prayers during this time. That statement only raised more questions. How severe were the injuries? Would she recover fully? Would she ever box again? Meanwhile, Remy Ma's silence became deafening. For 2 days, there was no comment from her camp. No denial. No clarification. No apology. Just a cryptic Instagram story. Some energies don't deserve access. Protect your peace. That single sentence sent fans into a frenzy. Was she defending herself? Was she throwing shade? Or was it a confession masked as spiritual advice? Under Remy's latest posts, the comments were brutal. You crossed the line. How could you put your hands on her? She's a national treasure. Others defended her, saying people were jumping to conclusions without the full story. But the leaked footage had already shaped public opinion. Behind the scenes, BET executives were reportedly panicking. The awards night was supposed to be a clean celebration, but now the brand was being dragged into a scandal. There was speculation that legal action could be coming, not just from Claressa's team, but possibly criminal charges if police got involved. At that point, the full incident report hadn't been made public. But more whispers started circulating. Some insiders hinted that there had been tension between Claressa and Remy since an interview months ago. Claressa had reportedly criticized female rappers for promoting violence, saying it sent the wrong message to young girls. Though she never named names, many believed Remy took offense. Remy felt targeted. One source said, she felt like Claressa was trying to shame her without ever saying her name. Others suggested the drama went deeper, maybe tied to mutual connections in the industry or personal betrayal that hadn't gone public. No one could say for sure, but everyone agreed this wasn't random. Something had been brewing, and the BET Awards just happened to be where it exploded. As days passed, Claressa remained in the ICU under observation. Her mother released a short video on social media, crying, asking for prayers and justice for her daughter. The emotional clip went viral, sparking renewed outrage and public demands for accountability. My baby didn't deserve this, she said, sobbing into the camera. She worked too hard. She came too far to be hurt like this by another woman. At this point, the pressure on Remy Ma intensified. Lawyers reportedly advised her to stay quiet, but her team was said to be preparing a legal response. Some close to her claimed she felt set up, that Claressa provoked her knowing something might go down. But even if that were true, the question remained, was there any justification for what happened next? Public sentiment shifted slightly when another short video surfaced, this time showing the moments leading up to the altercation. It appeared to show Claressa approaching Remy first. There was no sound, but the body language was tense. She pointed. Remy folded her arms. Then Claressa stepped forward, Remy stepped back, and the clip cut off. It didn't prove guilt or innocence, but it did complicate the narrative. Still, Claressa was the one hospitalized. Claressa was the one fighting for her health. And Claressa's fans were not backing down. The hashtag Justice for Claressa trended globally. Fellow athletes, including Serena Williams and Simone Biles, posted messages of support. Cardi B even tweeted, "This ain't it, Remy. Praying for Claressa. Women gotta do better." BET finally issued a statement calling the incident deeply regrettable and promising a full investigation. They also said they were cooperating with authorities. By now, police had opened an official inquiry, and it was only a matter of time before statements were taken and consequences decided. Back in the hospital, Claressa finally regained consciousness and spoke to her family. She reportedly asked about the fallout, unaware of how big the situation had become. Her team assured her that the world was watching and supporting her. It's unclear whether she's ready to speak publicly, but insiders say she's focusing on healing physically and emotionally. As for Remy Ma, her public silence continues. No interviews, no clarifications, just a wall of silence that only adds to the mystery. Will she face legal consequences? Will Claressa press charges? Or will both women take a step back and let time do what it does? Reveal, heal, or erase? One thing's for sure. The BET Awards will never be the same. And the image of Claressa Shields, the undefeated champion, being carried out on a stretcher, will remain etched in the minds of fans forever. This wasn't just a fight. This was a moment that shattered illusions, revealed hidden tensions, and left a champion broken, not in the ring, but in the place she least expected to be attacked. And the question that lingers isn't just what happened, it's why.